If you think the current high-resolution market leaders represent the peak of imaging technology, you may be in for a major surprise, because everything we are seeing from leaks, supply chain whispers, and industry insiders suggests that Sony is preparing something far more ambitious than a routine upgrade. The company is not simply refreshing its R-series lineup with incremental improvements. Instead, it appears to be launching a direct challenge to medium format systems, aiming to compress that level of detail and image fidelity into a full-frame mirrorless body. Reports indicate that this upcoming Sony A7R VI could feature a sensor so dense it pushes the boundaries of what photographers thought was practical, paired with video specifications that finally resolve the long-standing weaknesses of the R line, and an advanced AI system capable of understanding your subject even before you fully react. If these rumors are accurate, this camera could blur the line between still photography and computational imaging, potentially making even Sony's flagship A1 feel less essential for many users. At the center of all this speculation is the sensor itself. For several generations, Sony has relied on its highly respected 61-megapixel backside illuminated sensor, which debuted in the A7R IV and was refined in the A7R V. This sensor remains excellent, delivering impressive dynamic range, color depth, and detail. However, in the technology industry, staying static is often equivalent to falling behind. Competitors have continued pushing resolution boundaries, and medium format systems have maintained a reputation for unmatched detail. According to persistent rumors, Sony is preparing a dramatic leap forward with a sensor exceeding 100 megapixels, with 107 megapixels being the most frequently cited figure. This number is not arbitrary. It reportedly comes from internal information about Sony's semiconductor division developing a 180-megapixel medium format sensor. When that pixel density is scaled down to a 35 full-frame format, the result aligns almost perfectly with 107 megapixels, suggesting a calculated, strategic move rather than speculation. Such a leap in resolution naturally raises concerns. Many photographers question whether anyone truly needs 100 megapixels, especially when file sizes grow enormous, editing workflows slow down, and storage demands multiply. There's also the traditional problem of pixel pitch. Smaller pixels collect less light, which can lead to increased noise, especially in low-light situations. Historically, higher resolution has often meant sacrificing high ISO performance. However, this is where another major leak changes the conversation. The A7R VI is rumored to use a partially stacked CMOS sensor design. Unlike the fully stacked sensor found in the A1, which integrates memory directly behind the pixel layer for maximum speed, or the conventional BSI sensor used in the A7R V, which prioritizes image quality over speed, a partially stacked sensor sits between these extremes. It offers significantly faster readout speeds than traditional designs, while remaining more affordable than fully stacked alternatives. This design choice has major implications for real-world shooting. Faster readout speeds reduce rolling shutter, the distortion that causes vertical lines to tilt and fast-moving subjects to appear warped when using electronic shutters. Anyone who has panned quickly with earlier A7R models knows how disruptive this effect can be, particularly for video and action photography. A partially stacked sensor could dramatically minimize this problem, allowing that massive 100-plus megapixel sensor to deliver clean, distortion-free images even during rapid movement. It may also enable blackout-free shooting, giving photographers a continuous view through the viewfinder while capturing bursts. If Sony succeeds here, the A7R VI will no longer be limited to landscapes and studio work. It could become a credible option for sports and wildlife photographers who value speed as much as resolution. The implications for cropping are equally transformative. With 107 megapixels, photographers gain extraordinary flexibility in post-production. A wide landscape shot can be cropped by half and still retain more resolution than many current full-frame cameras provide at native resolution. For wildlife photographers, this effectively turns the sensor into a digital teleconverter. You can frame loosely to ensure you track fast-moving animals and later crop aggressively without sacrificing detail. It acts as a safety net, reducing the pressure of perfect framing in challenging conditions and expanding creative possibilities. Yet hardware alone does not define a modern camera. The intelligence behind the sensor is just as important. The A7R V introduced a dedicated AI processing unit that marked a significant leap forward in autofocus performance. Instead of merely detecting eyes, it analyzes human pose, recognizing shoulders, arms, and legs to maintain focus even when subjects turn away. This allows the camera to understand what it is seeing, rather than simply reacting to contrast and edges. For the A7R VI, expectations center on a second-generation AI processor paired with an upgraded BIONZ XR2 engine. Rumors suggest that this combination will bring predictive autofocus to a new level, enabling the camera to anticipate subject movement based on posture and momentum. In sports scenarios, for example, the camera could recognize when an athlete is preparing to jump or sprint and pre-adjust focus accordingly. This kind of anticipatory behavior is crucial when dealing with ultra-high-resolution sensors, where depth of field can be extremely shallow and even minor focus errors are visible. Video performance is another area where the R series has historically lagged behind competitors. Although the A7R V introduced 8K recording, it came with significant compromises, including cropping and pronounced rolling shutter. For a camera marketed as a hybrid tool, these limitations were disappointing. With faster readout from a partially stacked sensor, the A7R VI could finally deliver uncropped 8K at 30 frames per second and possibly 8K at 60 frames per second with only a minor crop. This would place it among the most capable hybrid cameras available. Even more exciting is the possibility of open-gate recording, which uses the full height of the sensor. This feature, already popular among Panasonic and Fujifilm users, allows creators to extract vertical and horizontal videos from the same clip. If Sony adopts open gate and combines it with extreme resolution, users could crop heavily in post-production and still maintain 4K quality, enabling unprecedented creative freedom. All this performance, however, generates heat. High-resolution sensors and 8K video push internal temperatures to dangerous levels. Overheating has plagued many cameras attempting similar feats. Sony appears to be addressing this with a new passive cooling design, reportedly using a sigma-shaped graphite heat dissipation structure. This system would transfer heat more efficiently from the sensor to the magnesium alloy chassis without relying on an active fan. The goal seems to be extended recording times, potentially unlimited 4K 60p and at least half an hour of 8K, while maintaining weather sealing and compact dimensions. For professionals, reliability is critical. No one can afford a camera that shuts down during a paid shoot. Ergonomics and usability are also central to long-term satisfaction. The A7R V's 4-axis multi-angle LCD was widely praised for its versatility, combining tilt and flip functionality in a single mechanism. It is almost certain to return. The electronic viewfinder, already impressive at 9.44 million dots, is expected to receive an upgrade allowing it to operate at full resolution and 120 frames per second simultaneously. This improvement would be especially valuable for manual focus work, where clarity and responsiveness are essential when working with extremely detailed images. Storage is one of the most controversial topics surrounding this camera. Shooting 100-megapixel RAW files at high frame rates generates enormous data streams. Standard SD cards struggle to keep up, leading to buffer bottlenecks. While current models support both SD and CF-Express Type A cards, some rumors suggest Sony may switch to the larger and faster Type B format, which is widely used by Canon and Nikon. However, because Sony pioneered Type A, abandoning it would be politically and commercially awkward. A more likely scenario is the introduction of a new, faster type, a standard, possibly based on PCIe 4. This would preserve compatibility while increasing speeds, but it would also mean higher costs for users investing in new memory cards. Pricing remains another major question. The A7R V launched at around $3,900, and given inflation and rising component costs, the A7R VI is unlikely to be cheaper. Most predictions place it between $4,200 and $4,500. This positions it close to competitors like the Nikon Z8, making pricing strategy critical. If Sony prices too high, customers may choose rival systems. If it prices too low, it risks undermining its own flagship models. Balancing value and prestige will be essential. One of the most intriguing rumors involves computational photography. Smartphones have long combined multiple exposures to enhance dynamic range and reduce noise. Sony may bring a professional version of this concept to the A7R VI, allowing the camera to merge multiple frames into a single raw file in real time. This could enable handheld pixel shift photography, producing ultra-high-resolution images without tripods. If implemented well, it would revolutionize landscape and architectural photography, eliminating cumbersome setups while preserving maximum detail. Taken together, these rumored features suggest that the A7R VI could represent a turning point for mirrorless cameras. It aims to capture more detail than the human eye can perceive, process it faster than most photographers can react, and deliver video performance approaching dedicated cinema systems. It is, in many ways, overkill, but in a way that pushes the entire industry forward. The camera symbolizes a future where traditional distinctions between still photography, video, and computational imaging fade away. Ultimately, the question is not whether 100 megapixels is impressive, because it clearly is. The real question is whether it is practical for most users. For some, it will be a dream come true, offering unmatched flexibility and creative freedom. For others, it may feel like a storage nightmare, demanding expensive hardware upgrades and more complex workflows. Would you prefer a lower price and smaller files, or do you want Sony to push technology as far as possible? The answer depends on how you shoot, what you value, and how willing you are to adapt. What is clear, however, is that if even half of these rumors prove true, the Sony A7R VI will be one of the most ambitious cameras ever made.